Okay, so today we'll do one thing. First, we will discuss the topics, and then later at the end of the session, once our topic has been completed, we shall continue with the remaining things like few questions and how the interview basically goes on. We'll discuss all of them at the end of the session. Okay, I'm sharing my screen and I will start the session today. Let me know once my screen is visible. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Okay, so we have entered into the last topic that is delta life tables. Okay, first we'll discuss the concept of this delta life tables, and then we will see a little bit of practical how we can do and all those things we shall see. And at the end, we shall check one more thing, that is bucketing. Okay, so what is delta life table and why it is required in Databricks? If I say delta life tables, why it is important means it is a powerful feature inside the Databricks workspace. And there is one more thing, that is before the delta life tables are there. Usually, it usually happens. See, for any of our notebooks, what it will do, it will just how the flow will go means first you will read the data and do the transformations and write it to somewhere, right? So that is how it usually goes for any of the inside the any notebook, whatever the logic we are writing, it goes in such a way, right? So when you are executing this particular thing, we have said that here this is not enabled for me inside this one, but yeah, here I can show you delta life table. See, inside the workflows, if you click on here, see here it is jobs, job runs, and delta life tables. What it means it is different from a regular job. Why? Because delta life tables has a capability of managing the things on its own, and it will provide you the validated data. Okay, whatever I'm telling you now, everything you will understand in detailed when I tell you the example. Okay, so that is the thing. So see, when the job is running, how it usually looks, let me show it here. Okay, so if I click on shift enter of this one, see waiting, and this is connected to my cluster, and I got an output here. Okay, so this is how it is. But with respect to delta life tables, it is bit different. Okay, the thing is, now that we have ran a particular cell, means you can run one after the other cell, it is like that. But when it comes to delta life tables, it is not the thing that it should compute all the cells like that. Okay, delta life table is completely like a in real time. See, all code you will be writing in one particular cell, right? So and that particular cell should be having only means the notebook whatever you're configuring with respect to the delta life table should be either a Python one or a SQL one. It should be either of them. It should not be a combination of both of them. Okay, so that is the one major thing you need to keep in your mind when you are working with delta life tables. And secondly, delta life tables are capable of managing the things. See, whatever the notebook you have written, does it have a capability of managing the things? No. See, how a notebook will have managing the things on its own means I should filter a condition based on that only it will be doing the things, right? Means if I filter age greater than 40, then it will get the, I will get the data of 40 and 45, right? But in Delta Life tables, you can write the things right, like something like validate means you will give your expectations. Means I'm expecting that the age should be this and this. I mean, how means here if you see 34, 45, 29, and 40 are there, no? Let's say these all are the numbers of one column, and that particular column is my let's say that is one particular column of mine, and in that column I am not going to allow any null values. Okay, for me, I mean, inside the data set there may be a null values, but when I am writing the Delta Life table, I can tell to that I don't want the null values. Then it will handle on its own and eliminate the null values. How it will do each and everything we will see now. Okay. Um, and see, benefits of using the Delta Live tables, automated pipeline management. See, DLT means a Delta Live table. It will handle the retries, scheduling, and the optimizing of your pipeline. It will handle all these things. Imagine how efficient is this particular thing. Okay. So we will practically see you I will practically show you each one of that one. Okay. Data quality enforcement, and it is also saying data quality enforcement. Why do we all as a data engineers do the things? It is particularly for a data quality data. We apply transformations, we do filter the data, etc, etc. Why we are doing this? To just give a output which is a data very which is in high quality, right? Using the medallion architecture, we already know data flows through three layers, and then the data is having high quality. We do know that particular point, right? So in this particular Delta Live tables also, data quality enforcement is automatically, see, it automatically validates and ensure data quality using expectations. What I told you, in previously, using the expectation, I'm going to give something and it will validate on its own and give me the data set which is not having any null values. Okay, it will be like that. And the performance optimization. DLT also optimizes the data storage and compute performance. Means, see, we know, right, multi-node cluster setup means with a single node also it can run, and with multi-node also a particular job can run, right? And it can require minimum of 2 worker nodes and maximum of how many you want you can declare, but based on the job how much it requires it will take on the fly. Okay, it will be like that in general. So utilizing that particular thing, this optimizes the data storage and compute performance. Okay. And the last one is change data capture. What it is saying here, it will easily handles the slowly changing dimensions and captures the data changes. Means whenever you say there is a dimension change, means let's say the final table to which you are loading, uh, you have declared one schema, but the input is having another schema. Then what that particular thing what we have discussed here, schema enforcement. Okay, so that schema enforcement will be handled automatically here, and what it is saying means it will capture all these things, whatever going on, means what's going on inside the data set. When it runs, it captures the logs also. That's what it is trying to tell us. Okay. And when it comes to this, see, so in order to discuss you about the Delta Life tables, today I'm going to take one thing. inside the workspace, yesterday we have discussed many things, right? So during the discussion, what we have seen volume. We inside the workspace, you have all these, but inside the catalog, if I show you, we have seen what is delta sharing. So shared by me and shared with me. I told you the differences between both of them. And when it comes to external data, so from where you are getting the data, that also you are linking Azure Databricks Workspace with Azure Data Lake Gen 2. That is a storage account using Access Connector of Azure. Correct? Remember everyone, access connector. This is acting as a bridge between storage account and Databricks workspace, such that you don't require any. I mean, when you want to get the data from the storage account, or when you want to send the data, means when you want to write a file directly to the storage account using the access connector, you could be able to achieve it. Okay, but remember one thing, this Databricks workspace is Unity Catalog enabled one. That's why using this access connector, we are doing all these things. But imagine that you don't have a Unity Catalog for a moment. Okay, at that moment, what it will happen? Unit means all the workspaces generally don't have Unity Catalog enabled. Okay, why? Because Unity Catalog is a feature which needs a external attention, means the admin team should have to do enable the Unity catalog just to govern the data. Okay, but most of the time they will not enable the Unity catalog by default. Okay, so Databricks has come up with a feature Unity catalog recently. Means admins no need to enable that particular thing. Instead, Databricks, whenever you create a Databricks workspace, it automatically get enabled with Unity Catalog workspace. Okay, from November 2023, it has implemented this feature. Okay, from that point onwards, you are having this concept of access connectors. Previously, when you want to connect to the storage account for any reason, you are using access keys or SAS tokens and connecting to them by mounting the things and all. Okay, got my point? Once you understand this particular concept, we will go further. So external location from where you can read the data. And this is storage credentials. In order to connect to storage external locations, you need credentials, right? So you will be having the credentials here. Connections. You can connect one particular Databricks workspace with another Databricks workspace also, so that you can get the notebooks or the delta tables which are stored there, or data warehouse tables, whatever it is. In the other workspace, whatever you have, you can get the all the data through these connections. Okay, we have discussed all these things yesterday, right? So I hope you all are aware of all of them. And there is one more thing I want to show you inside the compute. See, the one which I have created is a personal compute. Why? Because this is less expensive, and using this will help me to reduce the computation power. Means this will not give very high computational power, and also this is a single node one. Okay, so this is the one which I'm using currently. But generally, when you are working with the delta live tables, when you want to work with the delta live tables, two things you need to do. One is this is my Azure Databricks workspace, right? So the tier is not a premium one. Yeah. So here, see, trail version I have taken. So it is premium for 14 days. Okay. Means I have only 1 day left. Till that time, it acts as a premium. Later on, it will not act as a premium one. Okay, generally in organizations, you will not be taking the trail versions. You will be taking with a standard version or a premium version. Okay, but if you are working with the standard version of a database, you will not be able to create the delta live tables and all. You definitely need a premium version and all. Okay, this particular thing you need to keep in your mind. And one more thing is computing. Computing also need a not a general purpose one. It should be a serverless on all. Means whenever you create, see, this is a multi-node one and policy is unrestricted. So person shared, legacy shared. Okay. So this should be multi-node and Databricks version. The high version I have taken. So you can also consider taking the latest version so that it will not be giving you any errors while doing it. Okay. And worker type, I have taken the standard one. Okay, same as worker. Driver is also same as a worker or general purpose you can consider or any other you can consider here. Okay, enable auto scaling. So auto scaling, what it will do means, see here, I have mentioned two worker nodes and max size is 8. Two as minimum worker nodes and max is 8. Means whenever your job is running, what it will do means whenever your job is running, it will at least take two worker nodes. From this, it can scale up to 8. Okay. Uh, so in between that one, it can do. That is the thing. Here it is referring. Okay. Terminate after 120 minutes of inactivity. Here we have given. So it will automatically terminate after 2 hours. Okay. When I create the multi-purpose node, it will be like this. Okay, for now I'm not creating, but just I'm telling you, when you're working with that particular one, you need to have a that particular compute power such that it will help you to work with a delta live tables. Okay, for now, see here, 4 notebooks. I have taken a personal compute one. See, this will not get expired, means this will not get terminated throughout the 14 days because I have taken a trial version and it is a premium, right? That is the reason. In premium, na, it will not get expired mostly. And personal compute also, I have not set any expiry. That's the reason it will always be in running mode only. Okay. And see here, notebooks 4 means 4 notebooks have been attached to this particular one, and you can run all those 4 notebooks using this particular compute resource. So you can run all 4 at a time also. But if you are dealing with large data sets, what it will happen means if the data is huge, then depend see here runtime 15.4 ml and here active memory is 14 GB. See, so course is 4. So how much memory it can read is up to 14 GB. How many jobs you are taking up, it will pick up one job and it will assign some memory, right? So it should be definitely less than 14 GB, such that it can run another job also. Once the complete memory has been occupied, means 14 GB is not only for reading the data. 14 GB is altogether for reading the data, processing the data, and storing the processed data while it is running, and then providing you the output. All these concepts, okay, comes into the picture here. Okay. Now coming into the delta live tables. So what I have done here means inside the Databricks workspace, inside the Databricks workspace, put a log inside the demo, Databricks demo. See here, I have created two things, which is not similar to database symbol. This is nothing but a this is nothing but a volume. Okay, whenever I click on Databricks demo, you can click on create here actually. Okay, create volume. If you click on create volume, it will ask you volume name. I'm just giving you a demo. Okay. See here, you have two types. One is managed volume and the other one is external volume. If you click on managed volume, it will not ask you for the location and all. But if I click on external volume, see here, means it is asking you mm, the external location where this particular things needs to be stored when these are getting read or written. Okay, external location where it should be. You need to select the location and the path. Okay, and you need to create. For now, I already created them. So baby names is one of that. Okay. So this is the data set I have downloaded from the Microsoft sample data sets only. And I have uploaded it into here. Why volumes? See, as I mentioned earlier, yesterday. So volumes are nothing but volumes are nothing but an unstructured data. Okay. So if you say the table is a structured data, right? So, but when you deal with volume, it is a different case again. Whenever you say it is a volume, it means definitely it is a unstructured data. Means whatever the data you upload here, be it XML file, JSON file, CSV file, whatever it is a unstructured format it will consider, and you will not be getting a tabular format when you are dealing with volumes. Okay, that one I will be showing you. But in any case, whatever it is, means be it a CSV, TSV, Parquet, we always have spark.read format. Correct. So with that, you can always read all the types of files which were stored inside the volumes. Okay. Now I have uploaded this particular one here, and I'm just showing you, I have read that particular file, and I'm just showing you what are all the things we have here. Okay, so the thing is, here I have taken first name, country, and this is the, see, names, these are all the names, and the gender we have given as F, M, and all. Count also we have, means with this same name, how many are there? Here we are just considering, okay, in each country with this particular name, how many children are there? We are getting the count of that particular thing. Okay. So this is the data set. Okay. So when you say display of data frame, it will give you up to 10,000 rows. It will show up to 10,000 rows. And if you want, you can download also using this particular one. See, download first 10,000 rows or download all rows. You can use this particular thing and you can download all rows for further analysis if you require in future. Okay. But if you write show only, show off df dot show off, if you write that, it will give you only 20, first to 20 of this particular data set. Okay. That is the difference between this display and show. Okay. So I have showed you this particular thing, right? So this is in Python code I have taken, and this is the code, a sample code I have taken to just show you how it and how to create the delta live tables in general. Okay. So here now, delta live table. So uh, delta live table, to work with delta live table, firstly you need to import DLT module. Okay, import DLT module directly, and from pyspark.sql.functions, import everything. I have taken like this for now because I don't know which particular function I'm going to use. So every time I use it, I need to write it here, right? That's why I have taken star directly. And this is not required actually. Okay. So what I have done here means, see, the thing which is in volumes, dbatools.fs.cp. what it is doing, it is copying I have uploaded the things to volumes, right? So the thing which is in volume, I'm converting it to a CSV with the name baby names. Okay, baby names. 1 minute. In browse DBFS file store data demo Databricks demo baby names. See, under this particular thing, you could see baby names.csv. So using this particular statement, what I'm doing, I'm copying whatever it is there inside this one and just copying it to this particular location. Okay, this is the thing which I have done in this one. Okay, and if you see, I have mentioned something at the rate DLT dot table. So see, remember one thing, you know, right? Inside the workspace, yesterday when we are dealing with the catalog one, what we have seen inside the catalog, when you are going to create any schema, see here, any schema, you are creating with the comment Databricks demo schema, something like that, right? So it is the same thing you are doing here. You're just giving a comment, popular first baby first names in New York. This was ingested from New York State Department of Health. So this is the comment I have taken. Why the comments are required means because when today you are creating it. So tomorrow, is the person only you use this? No, right? Everyone in your team will be using these things, right? So everyone should understand when they see the details, they should understand by the details, okay, this is the data, it is consisting in this particular thing. That's why you are giving the comments whenever you're creating, whenever you create something. Okay, so I'm creating delta lag table, right? So I'm creating delta lag table with this comment so that it will create, while creating, it will consider this comment also. Okay, now see what I'm doing here. So the thing I'm doing here is, firstly, I'm defining a function. Okay, I'm taking the raw data file, which is from my DBFS. Okay, I have taken that particular thing directly from DBFS and I have renamed the column first name to first underscore name, and I have written this particular thing. Okay, so this particular which I'm returning will create a table ultimately. Okay, so that is the one thing. And means here I'm going to show you three layers of data. Means firstly, the bronze layer ingestion, it happened like this. You all know, right? Three layers of data which we deal with is bronze, silver, and gold. So the first layer, we all have seen the medallion architecture ingesting it, and also how you can do incremental load or full load. Each and everything we have seen, right? So with respect to SQL, we have seen. So today I will be showing you this particular thing with respect to Python one. Okay. So this Python code, it will return this particular thing. And this at the rate delta table. Now, again, apart from this particular one, I have done something. What I have done here, I have I have something again at the rate DLT table. Okay, what it will do, it will again create a table with respect to this particular comment. Correct? So that is the thing. And again, if you come down, see here, I'm writing something called at the rate DLT dot expect. Means, see, These are the main things you need to understand. Why? Because see here, ads and enforcement. If I hover on this one, see what it is saying, signature, def expect of name and whatever the thing you are giving, it will take. Okay. And what it is saying here, adds an unenforced expectation on the contents of this data set. Unexpected records, that is those where the invariant does not evaluate true to, will be counted but allowed into the data set. Okay. Mm, Read it from your end, then you will understand it much better than the thing which I'm telling. Okay. Adds an unenforced expectation on the contents of this data set. Means it is not the enforced one, it is unenforced one. And unexpected records, those where the invariant does not evaluate true, will be counted. Means if you just understand that this is the name you are giving for expectation, this is the name you are giving, and what is your expectation? First name should not be null. Okay, so this is your expectation. This is the invariant you're giving here. And for the second expectation, I'm having validate count. This is the name. But here, if you see, the count greater than 0 is my expectation. Okay, so these are the expectations I'm giving here. While you are giving these two things, at the end, when you run the delta life tables, if you click on the if you click on validate the data, it will validate with respect to these two things. Okay. See how simply it is making our things, means how beautiful it is. Just you're just saying right, do this thing, then it is doing it. And when you say validate it, it will validate with respect to the expectations what you have. Correct. So definitely this is a powerful feature of the Databricks workspace, that is delta live tables. Okay. When in general, this particular feature is enabled, means you need to understand the scenarios where you are going to use this particular delta life tables. This particular delta life tables, you will be mostly used in ML workflow when you are working with when you're training a model, ML model. Means you will take the sample data set and you will divide it into two, 80 and 20, and you will train the model, right? So for all those ML models, and mostly the data science team and the people who are working with ML models will mostly use this delta life tables, so that it will help them to validate the data and provide the results in such a way that uh, you no need to write a code, extra code for those things. Okay, so that is the thing here. And there is one more thing I need to mention here. Here you're writing all the things with respect to the Python code, right? You also have the same thing with respect to SQL also, you can write the things for creating the delta live tables. Okay, so I will show you that thing also. But I will give you the references. Uh, I will give you the references for your purpose, so that what you can do means you can just go through the documentation which I'm sharing. Just go through it, follow it, and apply the things. Okay. But this is the least priority, I will say. Okay. For your interview to crack it, the delta life tables concept is very much important. But uh, uh, the practical knowledge on this one is the least priority, I will say. Okay, why? Because they will definitely not ask you to create a delta life table in interview at a fresher level. So whenever you get a time, when you think you are very leisure, at that time you can try creating the delta life tables and use it. Okay, but for now, just to focus on your SQL, Python, and PySpark. PySpark means nothing but working with Python inside the Spark. Okay, Spark SQL and PySpark. Just concentrate on both of them, then you will clear the interview. Okay, this delta life tables are the least priority, but I will leave you the references where you can go through the documentation and do all the things. Okay, so what I have, where I have been. So here it is a DLT dot expectation. Whatever the expectation I have given here, and I'm defining the things. Okay. So here in this function, what I'm doing, I'm just renaming the year to year of birth, and then now I'm selecting year of birth, count, and first baby name. Means in which year has been modified to year of birth, and then I didn't do any transformations majorly. I just renamed here, and in the bronze layer also. See, you just need to consider that it is a bronze layer and this is a silver layer because it is flowing through the series of your what series of your layering series of layer it is going on, right? That's why I'm just giving you bronze, silver, and gold. Okay. And so here also I have renamed that one and I selected this one. And coming to the last one, here also I have something comment I have given a table summarizing the count of baby names. Okay, this is the one I have taken. And so DLT dot read. So here, this is how you can actually read the delta life table. So in Spark, how you read the data frame, spark dot read dot format of whatever the format you will have, you will read that particular thing. But when it comes to the structured streaming, what you told, spark dot read stream of dot format of read stream dot format of, like that you have given. But when it comes to delta live table, DLT dot read off. And firstly, you need to import DLT. That is the major thing when you are working in Python. Okay, clear, right? Till here. So here you are reading the baby names here again. Baby names means in this particular function. And what you are doing, see, without the delta live table also, I can do all these things. But validating these things it will be happen with the delta live tables only. But unfortunately, I couldn't show you because I don't have this particular thing. Multi-purpose one cluster I didn't create because it is very expensive and I couldn't create that as of now. Okay. So I'm just giving you all the references how you can. Yes, anyone is having any doubts? Okay. So that is the thing I want to share with you. Okay. This is the finally a gold layer kind of thing you can understand. And this in this particular thing, for if I go through the flow once again, firstly, if I scroll above, firstly, I have imported the thing that is DLT, Delta Life table I have imported. And then later what I have done, I have created the, I just copied it. See, this is not related to Delta Life tables, but just I have copied it. You can skip this particular thing. Okay. But in generally, what we have done, we have create at the rate dlt dot table using this particular thing. What you are doing, you are creating a table, and you are creating a table based on the information which has been passed by this function. And inside this function, you are again creating a data frame and getting the data which has been stored inside your catalog. Okay, inside your DBFS or any external location, you can take it from there and you can do it. Okay, so you can do that particular thing. And what else you can do? You can not only this particular one, this is a raw data we have taken. Later, we have cleaned the data, taking where I just renamed the column name and I have done this one. And I have selected only 3 columns: year of birth, count, and first name. And later, what I have done, it was the last and final layer, that is bold layer. I'm summarizing the counts. So here I have done filtering the condition based on year of birth is 2021. Okay. And group by first name, I want the count that I'm considering as a total count. And I'm displaying it in a descending order of the total count. Means the one which is having the highest count of names, I will be showing here. Okay, that is how you could do in this particular one. Okay, as discussed earlier, what I am telling you once again, all the things inside the notebook should be in one language only. It should not be multiple languages. Okay. In the above one also, this is also the Python one, and below is also the Python one and all. Okay. Now what I'm doing, how you can create a delta. You have created this particular thing. Now you need to create a pipeline for this particular thing. You need to implement the delta life table pipeline. Correct? Means you need to create a pipeline in order to trigger this particular thing, right? So in order to do all these things, let me go to the pipeline section here, workflows here, and create a delta life table and show you what it will do. Okay. Inside the delta life tables, if I go here, you can create a sample. Let me show you sample pipeline also. Create pipeline from sample pipelines, demo, SQL or Python. Okay. Target schema, I'm not mentioning here. See, if I click on this one, specify the target database if you want to publish your table to the Metastore. Okay. Inside this particular catalog, I want to publish it to demo. Inside the demo EMP. Okay. I want to publish it to demo.emp. Okay. Demo.emp. Okay, I want to do the I want to create a pipeline and I want to keep the destination to this one. See here, the source code is SQL. See, I'm just creating a sample one. I'm not using my thing which I have created. I'm using the one which is providing by the Databricks itself. Okay. The sample notebook will be created within your home directory in a chosen language. Okay. Inside the home directory, it will create a notebook, and here in the destination table, it will show me what it has created. Okay. I will click on create now. Okay. So it has created a pipeline like this. And here you could see the pipeline details, pipeline ID, pipeline type, and source code. See, the source code, I have not taken anything. But since I have not taken anything, I asked it to take its sample. It has taken something. Okay. Remember this thing. And here, if you see all info, warning, error, everything, whatever errors will be shown here, warnings, info, and all will be here. Okay, you can schedule this particular thing. And inside the settings, you could again see it. Okay, see source code and all I have not given previously, but it has taken it. But I'm just doing canceling it. Okay, I will just here you have an option to full refresh or validate. Validate. Okay, what it will do. Validate is an update that does not write any changes to any tables, but it will validate the data. Okay, I will click on start. It has started and it will run for some time actually. It will take some time to run all these things. I'm not sure how much time it will take because I have not given any source code and all, no? So I couldn't expect the time. But let it run. Okay. Once it is done, we will see what it has done. Okay, but if you see here, it has given you a graph. Okay, waiting for the resources, initializing, setting up the tables, and rendering the graph. Rendering the graph means nothing but removing the graph. Okay, so these are the things. Update details. So pipeline details and update details. So this will give you the details about see. I already started it. That's why I couldn't show you again the validate one. When you are going to validate it, it has shown you a few things, right? Means what it has told you, it will not rewrite any data, but it will just validate. Okay, means all those details will be seen each and everything here, but let it run. Okay. In the meantime, I have one more concept which needs to be explained to you. I will explain you that particular thing. Okay. See, info is in green color. It doesn't mean that it is succeeding. Okay. It has just taken a info and how much time it uh, it is taking. It will give you all those. Okay. Once it is succeeded, you will be able to understand each and everything. But for now, I'm into this particular thing. Now we are in the bucketing concept. Okay. So I will explain you what bucketing is, such that you can understand how this can be implemented with respect to joins and all also. Okay. So before going in depth of the bucketing and all, see, firstly, I think in one of your subjects in CSE, I don't remember exactly where I think in your second year or third year, you will be dealing with graph and graph, trees, binary tree, and all these, right? In that one only, you will be dealing with hashing and bucketing also. Okay, how it will do inside when you write a code, how you can bucket the things and how you can use the hash map and all. You will be seeing, right? So for CSE students, I know, but for all other, I don't know whether you came across it or not. I don't know. Okay, but let me explain you what this bucketing concepts and concept is and how you can utilize it. Okay, for now. Um, this will take some time. Let it be. So see here. Firstly, to in order to use the bucket concept, you need to enable this particular one, spark.config.get off. I'm just using spark.sql.sources bucketing enabled. I'm just enabling the bucketing. So if you don't use this particular thing now, you will not be able to utilize this bucket by. Okay, remember this particular thing. And there is one more thing. If I scroll down, this is a very sample one I have taken. Okay, data is this one, and columns are name and age. So data frame, if you see, I have created with respect to these two. And I'm writing a data frame to a bucketed table. So if I write like this, df.write format of parquet dot bucket by 4, and on which you want to create bucket means I want to create bucket with respect to the name and how many buckets I want. I want 4 buckets. Okay, so this is what I have given here. Sort by age. When I say sort by age, first which bucket will be come into the picture? This one. And later this. And then David will come into the picture. And lastly, Bob will come into the picture. So this is how the buckets will be. So see here we have 4 and I have given 4. That is the reason why everything will go into one bucket each. Okay, but I already executed this particular thing. So let me show you inside the catalog. I have saved it as a table. So this is a table. You could not see anything, okay? But wait, we'll do one thing. It will take some time to refresh the data and show you. Hmm. So this is the sample data and the schema it has taken. Okay. So see, from here you couldn't see anything, na? Let me go one step back. And let me go to the catalog here. Inside the DBFS, what I told you, inside the user, you will be having something called Hive. Inside this warehouse, you will be having all the tables which I have created till now. Even though they have been deleted, even though these all have been deleted when my cluster is not active, even though these all have been deleted, but still I have all the traces here. Okay, how many tables I have created, something like that. Okay, now here I have something called bucket table. Now I will just open this particular thing. See how many partitions it was, and I have saved it as a packet, right? So it will create as a packet only. Sorry, it will create a table only in a default database. But when it is saving, it will take it as a packet. Okay, in general, when you give it as delta also, it will save it in Parquet only. And even if it is a Parquet also, it will save it in Parquet only. Okay, clear that particular thing. So see here, how many partitions do I have here? I have 4 partitions. Inside the 4 partitions, each data will be stored. But if I show you, if I copy paste the same thing here, but I will not use this bucket by. Okay, unbucketed table I'm using. Sort without bucketing is not possible. Okay, this has been saved here again. Let me go to the catalog inside the DBFS. User, size, warehouse, unbucketed will be here. See, unbucketed table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why 5 partitions? I don't know. But it has 5 partitions, even though I have only 4 rows only, but it has created 5 partitions. Means when you don't specify how many buckets you want, what it will do, it will create as many as partitions. The data will be into as many as partitions it will be. But when you specify the bucket, if you have 8 columns here, let's say eight rows, let it be. Okay, 8 rows you have. then each each bucket will be consisting two particular records. See, this is what I'm saying. Two, but not only two. It will take first will take three, next will take two, depending upon the buckets. Okay, it will divide the partition and it will take all those eight records. Means first will take four or five, and the rest three will take only two, one only. It can also happen. Okay, it doesn't mean that each one will take equal partition there. Okay, it can happen like anything. So, but remember one thing, based on the buckets you have given, it will create the partitions. Okay, we have also seen a concept called partition by also. Partition by country or partition by manager ID, we have seen what it has done. How many countries are there? Those many partitions it has created. Correct? If you remember or not. In our previous section, inside Azure trainings, partitioning. It is difficult to find out where it is now. So when we have used any particular file for partitioning, what it has done. See, so insert into table partition by country India. What it has done, it has created a partition for India and it has inserted all the data into that particular thing. But if you want, you can create one more partition also. But see here, partition by country, if I say how many countries, means before this, I have also showed you how you can partition with respect to gender and all. I hope it is there. If I search now, file store, data. No, I couldn't actually show you because it's been long, right? I couldn't show you that particular thing, but in general, you can execute the queries and you can just check on that one. But remember one thing, when you do partition, if I do by partition by gender, how many genders I usually give? If I give male and female, then what it will do, the file will be created with the two partitions, male and female. Okay, inside the male partition you will have all the male records, and inside the female I will be having all the female records. So that is how the partition works. But when it comes to bucket, so bucket is different from partition. Okay, this can be one of your question maybe in interview. So try to take this point also. Differences between the bucketing and the partitioning. Okay, so what bucket will do? Bucket will ask you how many buckets you want. But in partitions, based on the count of distinct types you have in that particular column, it will create those many partitions. But buckets are not like that. Buckets are something which you could specify. Okay, you insert the data into only these many buckets only, not as much as you want, but create the create the data which I have given you into these buckets only. You will specify externally, but in partition, it is not like that. Okay, so that is the difference between the bucketing and partitioning. I hope you understood the difference between partitioning and bucketing. Okay. So this will be used in joins also. Means in joins also you will while you deal with optimizing the joins, you will be encountering the bucket join. Bucket joint is also kind of see you will always infer to any inner join or outer join there also. But when you say bucket, means when the data is bucketed and you are using that bucketed data into the join, then it will work little faster because it because the partition data is already there, and it will take with respect to those partition data and it will work. So it will in turn reduce the time of execution for joining the tables. Okay, that is the thing you should remember. And let's see if this has been completed or not. I'm not sure what it is doing. I mean, how much data we have here, I don't know. That's why I couldn't show you all these things. But let it run. Okay. So, in today's class, what are all the things we have discussed? We have discussed about delta live tables. What are the key benefits of using the delta live tables we have discussed, and how we can create a delta live table inside the Python? You have a reference, right? So using that one, you have created one notebook and given all the commands, and you have no, you didn't run that, right? We have taken one sample one, but imagine that you could do the same thing for the one which we have created also. Okay, in the similar process, but at that moment now, you should select which notebook to run, and once that notebook is run, which notebook it should run. Means the series of flow you can give. You can write a number of notebooks and you can say tell to delta lab tables which should run after which. Okay. So like that you can specify and you can actually give it. Let me show you that also. Inside the workflows, delta lab tables. If I click on create pipeline, demo 2. Okay. This is also triggered continuous. This will be used when you are working with any streaming data and all. Okay, or if you want the pipelines to be run continuously, then you can use this particular option. But I'm using triggered for now. Here inside the path, you can actually select. I will select delta lab tables. Okay, I will select this particular thing. And see here, you have an option to add the source code also. Means another one, which is C2, I will select. Okay, what it will do, first it will run this one and then it will uh, run this particular notebook. It is like that. Okay, I'm just removing that one. And see, storage options, where you want to store, Hive Meta Store or Unity Catalog. Whatever the thing you want, you can store. But this is still in preview version, means you couldn't use this Unity Catalog one. But the storage location, where you want to store it, and the target schema. A path to DBFS or a cloud storage where the tables or other metadata will be stored. If you leave this blank, a location on DBFS will be automatically selected for you. Okay. If I leave this, it will be selected automatically. For target schema also, it is the same thing. Specify the target databases if you want. Demo.emp. I will select. Okay. And cluster policy, I will keep it as is only. Okay. A cluster policy defines limits on the attributes available during the cluster creation. Okay. As of now, I'm not taking anything, But see here, dBu per hour is driven by the number of instances. If I use the cluster mode, this can be enhanced auto scaling so that depending upon the memory of the file you are taking, it will auto scale automatically. Okay, so I'll be using that one. And worker nodes I have specified as 1 and 5. It has taken automatically actually. Okay, notifications I'm skipping as of now, and advanced configuration also. If you don't specify also, that is fine for it. Okay, worker type, I can take the latest one. Same as worker I will take. Okay. It is running still, so I couldn't show you anything apart from this, but I will do one thing. I will show you inside the workspace. See here, it has created this for me. Actually, I don't have all this, but this is the one it has taken, and it is running upon these things. Okay. So what I have taken a SQL one, right? So for SQL only, it is giving me all these things. Create live table. So this is how you can create the delta live tables in with respect to SQL one. And here it has taken the comment, whatever the comment it wanted, it has taken like this. And table properties, it has taken this should be as a gold, quality should be gold. Okay, and it has selected all these things from this particular thing group by this. Okay, see, when you go see the code, it is the general code what you use, but only thing is the framework behind the framework behind this is a delta live table. So delta live tables are enhanced versions, correct? So uh, it will automatically take all these. You can also, if you have Azure account, you can also check all these properties on your own, how it is creating and what sample it has taken. Each and everything you can go through. Okay. But if you see the code is same, it has changed, it has not changed anything. Only thing is it is creating the delta live tables only using this live option. Okay. When you see here, the notebook is associated with 1DLT. To attach it, click on compute selector. This one. If I click on this, it will show me connect option. If I connect to this particular thing, here it failed actually, waiting for resources. It triggered, and it failed ultimately. So at least this output I got. See, I have not created this notebook. I have not done anything, but still it has taken on its own and it has run all these things, but still it failed. You can check the logs here. DLT event log here. Error. Update E13D9A is failed. So this is what it is giving. And warning, no warning. And info, if you see, it has run for 23 minutes. Okay. So this is the level of thing you can get it from here. But actually, now, why it will fail means it will fail uh, because I may not have, see, it will create a cluster automatically, but still it is failing. Just because it is a trial version, maybe it is failing. But when you work with the premium workspace originally, you may make it succeed. Okay, even though I run this particular one which I have created, even though if I run, it will fail just because of that reason. It is a trial version. Okay, but you can understand, right? You what are all the things we have done here? Means the steps are very simple when you say it will means be it SQL or Python. You need to choose one, and you need to, if it is a Python, you need to import DLT. If it is a SQL, you will say as a create live table. There you will say @DLT.table and you will give comment. And below that you will write a function. The function, what it will return, it will create a table of that particular thing. Okay. So this is how it is. Okay. See, streaming live table. Okay. It has taken things from this one, and from Databricks dataset, it has taken the file and all. Let it be. But for now, you got the things right. This should be worked. This will work only when the workspace is Unity Catalog enabled, and Unity Catalog can be enabled only in the premium workspaces. Okay. If you all are clear about all these things, I will be talking about the interview point of view. Okay. So how many are you there? Okay, 24. Excluding me, you will be 23 maybe. Okay. So see, whoever are here, I wish you all the best. And you are really amazing people because from the beginning, I have seen many people joining and coming at the end of the course, only you are remind. So definitely you are very near to your goal because you are very consistent in attending the classes and all, right? So definitely consistency is one of the key factor of your success. Definitely. And there is one more thing which you need to believe, practice. Okay. How much practice you do on these things, that much good you will be by the time of interview. Okay. Remember one thing, the interviewer will be like you. Don't be fear of your any interviews. It will be like, see, if not this interview, you will be facing n number of interviews. Okay, but the one which I want to be inside means you want this interview to be uh, done and you should be successful in this interview, right? That's why you may feel some tensed. But remember one thing, when you feel confident, you will give all the answers, whatever you know, honestly, you will give you all of them. Okay, I have shared you the sample interview questions for Databricks and also Spark. I have shared you. And apart from that, I have given you cheat sheets for the Delta Lake, Databricks, and Spark. Okay. I those are the just sample things which I have given you, but you can search many more in internet and you can gather. If you find any good one, you can share with all your friends also. And remember one thing, whenever if someone is asking the question which you don't know, don't be tensed. Just tell them that I have not encountered this particular thing, but I'm always open to work on the things which I don't know, which makes me a better person. You can just tell them that you are open to work, you are enthusiastic to work in all the environments. Means, see, not every interview will be easy, and not in every interview will be tough. There are interviews which are easy and which are tough. It all depends on the mindset you are. Means if you are confident, you will feel that it is easy. If you are not confident, you will feel that it is tough. Okay, but they will ask you basic only. But the thing is, you need to be very strong and give the answers like, yeah, I know this. You should be that particular confident and answer the questions. Okay, at any moment you read that but you forgot at that moment, You can tell them the same. I couldn't recollect the things as of now, sir. You can tell them like that. Okay. And one more thing, practice SQL and Python. First, they will test you at SQL level and Python level, and then they will go to the Databricks and Spark. Okay. So if I go in depth of the concepts of Databricks and Spark, PySpark, which we have seen till now, everything, all the things you must have learned in Python, you have done the same things in PySpark. If I go to Spark SQL, it is the same thing. SQL, whatever we are doing, you have done in your labs also the same thing. Only thing what differs here is when you're dealing with the big data kind of thing, how it will actually process the data using the Spark architecture and all, and how it will optimizingly giving you the answers. That is the sole thing of our course actually. Okay. Utilizing the Spark, how the Databricks is one particular tool that has been built on Spark. Okay, Spark is different, Databricks is different. But data, sorry, both are not different. What I meant to say is Spark is a framework. Upon this framework, Databricks has been built. Okay, so when you work on Databricks, definitely you are ultimately working on Spark only. Okay, you also know Apache Hadoop MapReduce. Inside Hadoop, you have MapReduce, and that computing power you are replacing with Spark. Apart from that, both are same. So correlate all the things. Okay, I will share you the PPT, and I have shared you all the notebooks, right? So just whenever you are getting time, just practice the things, understand the concepts, each and everything. If you don't understand anything, come to the PPT what we have given. I mean, for all, not for all the topics, but for most of the topics, I have also given you the little bit kind of notes. Okay, I have shared you the important points to remember also. So I will share you the notebook of that also. You can just refer to them, and it will be helpful for you. Okay, so all the best for all of you, and definitely I'm expecting each one of you to get selected in that interview. Go through all the things which I have shared with you. Those are good resources which I have, so I have shared with you. Definitely it will help you in your interview. Okay, anything you want to discuss with me, you can unmute yourself and you can ask me any questions you have related to your interview or your any concepts we have discussed till now. If you have any questions, you can just open and tell me. You don't have any questions?
Ma'am, up to what level SQL should be learned?
Basic level of SQL is good enough, Sampath. Actually, they will ask you constraints kind of thing and all, but you can mention that inside the Databricks, you may not be able to use the constraints. Okay, we have seen, right? I will also leave you the references for Microsoft Databricks documentation is the best documentation ever. You can just see, if you have any doubts, you do refer in Google, na? Instead of referring in Google, try to refer it in Microsoft documentation. It will be giving you the better results. Okay, that documentation for Databricks and Apache Spark. I will show you both of them. Apache Spark. See, this Apache Spark. Here, if you see documentation. And here, if you see RDD, SQL and datasets, structured streaming, Spark streaming, ML library, graphics, these all are not required for you. But definitely these things are there, na? RDD, SQL, data frames, and structured streaming. Structured streaming also, whatever level we have discussed, it should be good enough for you. Means how many outputs level we have and how many formats we can read and write, how to create all these things we have discussed, right? So that particular video should be good enough. But for SQL data frames and data sets, RDDs, accumulators, and broadcast variables, all these things, just read it from here. It will not take much time, okay? You just need a concentration of that thing and you can do it. And for Databricks, Microsoft documentation. If you type like this, it will come in the first place only. Okay, so see here. You can actually learn all the things here. Okay. Huh. Azure CLI or Databricks CLI. I haven't discussed about this thing because in real time we will not be using the Azure CLI. Why? Because we have a most beautiful user interface. That's why we are not using the CLI. So that's why I have skipped that part. All the things which we have discussed using UI, you can also do it with respect to CLI also. Okay. So that is one thing. And here, where is this Databricks? Micro product documentation. Databricks documentation. Hmm. So Microsoft Databricks documentation, you can always come and check here how you can uh, take a free trail and set up each and everything you can see here. And one more thing, we have set up a community version, right? That is the one which is lifetime free. But inside Azure, whatever you do, it is expensive. Okay. Try to leverage all the things inside the Databricks community version. Okay. Workspace introduction, creating table, ingesting, every concept is here. Okay. So whatever you want, from data warehouse, lake house architecture, medallion architecture, each and everything you will be having here. Whatever the doubt you have, you just type it here. It will give you, okay. For example, if I say delta live tables, see here, delta live tables, property references, see delta live table. This is CLI now. Delta live table. Open or run a delta live table for a notebook. It will give you the delta live tables here, overview and all. This is the best resource where you can get it. So here, from here only, I have taken the examples and all, and I have explained you. So these are the good resources which you can refer. Okay, and coming to SQL, I can give you that also, like differences between the constraints which you have. First, they will test you with respect to SQL, not with respect to Spark SQL and all. Just they will test you with respect to SQL. If you're good at SQL, definitely there is high chance of hiring you. Even though if you are not very, even though if you don't know much about these Spark SQL and all, if you know SQL, very good at a very good level, then definitely they will hire you. And you can practice the things for SQL from lead code, hacker rank. You all have all these, right? So for basics of SQL, you can always refer to the W3 schools. W3 schools, Java T Point, these are the two good resources I have seen. So when you're starting at a very basic level, then you can refer to the W3 schools. But remember one thing, knowing all these things doesn't clear the interview. Practicing the things will definitely clear the interview. Okay. So learn the things from there and you can check your knowledge in HackerRank and LeetCode. Maintain one thing inside the LeetCode, you can apply the filter basic SQL only. Then it will give you basic questions only. So try to solve them. Even if you don't solve it, it will give you answer. In the below comments section inside the LeetCode, you can get the answers based on that also. Even though you don't know answer, see, not everyone knows everything, right? So even though if you don't know the answer, you can just check from there and understand how it is getting executed. Okay, this is the question, this is the answer they have given. So next time when someone asks you similar question, you need to be answerable for that question. So practice in such a way. Okay, use these things. And Spark, Spark RDD concepts and all. For all these, I have shared you cheat sheet and all. No? Those are very good resources and good enough. Okay, but SQL is the major one. I'm repeating once again. Okay, transformations. Sorry, what you have inside SQL, that CTE and all. Do you know CTE views and functions inside SQL, or you don't know? If you don't know them also, that's fine. But they will ask you third highest salary, something questions like these. Okay. So try to be prepared at basic level very strongly. Okay. Now or the other day, you will definitely succeed. Basic level, if you are strong at basic level, it's good enough. Any other questions? Don't make your mind like I don't know all these, how I can clear the interview. Don't be in that mindset. Okay, just be like, okay, if you don't know something, try to understand, learn it. Okay, it will take some time, but someday you will be better person than now. Means you will be knowing more things than the person who don't know anything. Okay, don't lose confidence. Hiring freshers will always be a checking your confident level. Okay, definitely, for sure, they will ask you all the basic questions. Okay, and do ping in a group one after your interview has been cleared. Your results will come, right? Do let me know how it is, because I actually wait for that one. Okay. Any questions, or we are good to close? Any other information you want from me?
Ma'am, in which dates we can expect companies in the next month, ma'am?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
In which date we can expect companies in the next month, ma'am, for hiring?
Kalyan, right?
Ah, yes, ma'am.
Sorry, Kalyan, I'm not aware of the date particularly, but Sumit sir once told us, right? Next month we have a company on this one. So up to that only I know.
Ah, yes, ma'am.
Only
That's why I'm asking you. And
I don't
if
know
you know any
dates.
particular date like that.
No, no, actually I don't know that particular
Okay.
thing. Hmm.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Hmm. So whatever I have shared you, start with those resources. Okay, I have shared you. First, go with the important points to remember. Okay, the flow will be points to be remembered, and then cheat sheets. All the cheat sheets. You should be very, very, very good enough of upon all those. Then you will be very confident. Okay, then you can go to question and answers. For some PDFs, we have question and also answer, but in one PDF, I have given only questions in between. I didn't give any answer. You can just take it from any other resources, okay? And you can create on your own. But all the things which I have mentioned, sometimes the questions may repeat also. Don't think that these many pages of PDF we have, how we can read. Don't feel like that. It may get duplicated also. Duplicated questions will also come. That's why. So try to see the complete PDF. Okay. You will read your college books, right? College books or any PDFs like that. Only these are also there. So try to memorize the things every day. You keep on I told you, no, points to be remembered, cheat sheets, and then question and answers. When you go to question and answers, without seeing the answer, you should be able to tell at least something about the for the question. Then definitely you are succeeded. Okay, those are sample questions I am giving you. I don't feel like means all the basic level questions I have given you. Try to gather some more information from other resources also. Okay, it will help. Once you have completed all these, then you can go to other resources. Okay, all the best for all the interviews which you are going to attend. Okay, not only this interview. For SQL, I can share you. If I have something, I will definitely share you that also. At what level they will ask you, and that one. But let me see. If I have, I will share you. If not, I cannot. Okay. Anything else? Come on, this is our last day. If you don't speak up something after I left the call, if even if you have something, I may not be there, na? So try to unmute yourself and ask me. Else we can close the session. Definitely, all of you will achieve what you are expecting, but consistency and practicing the things is most important. Okay. Anything else, students? Or we can wind up? Okay, if no questions, I'm going to wind up. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And I wish you all the very best. Good luck for all your future endeavors. Okay. All the best. Bye.